faces as a hello. Right, so at least we're all here. The video's running, I hope. Let's just check. Whatever. So can you actually mute yourselves and take yourselves off video, and I'll share the screen. Then if you want to come in and talk, please just unmute yourself freely to do that, yeah? That'll be fine. So this is where we are. We're going to review all the different types of averages that you know very, very well. So let me just state it as it is. You know mode, median, mean. Range is not an average, it's just a measure of how spread out the data is. So mode, I'll just read off my Mimeo screen there. So mode is the most common number in a list of numbers, or the most common item, you know, which you can't subtract item from item because they're different. So it's the most common number or item. The median is where you have a list of numbers. This is just numbers, not items. You arrange it in order and you find the middle number. We'll do median another day. Mean, this is the one that we usually traditionally call the average. In fact, they're all different types of averages. So the mean is when you have a list of numbers. In fact, we'll do numbers from a table as well. In fact, I'm going to take you beyond year 8 when we come to do the mean next week. So we add up all our numbers together, and then we divide by the number of numbers there are in the list. So for example, if I took all of your heights, boys and girls separate, and then divided by the number of boys and got an average height, a mean height, same with the girls, that's how that would work. Now range, don't call it an average. So you know how to work out the range if you've got a list of numbers. It's the highest value, take away the lowest value, and the range tells us how spread out the set of data is. So if the data is really spread out from biggest to smallest, when you subtract, you have very inconsistent data. You have a data with a very large spread. If the range is a very small number, then you've got a very consistent set of data there. Now, the range from biggest to smallest is so small as to be totally reliable. So we'll come on to range a bit later on. So today we're just focusing on mode, the most common, and range. So this is the first question in question 4a that we're going to do. So it's exercise 1, page 225. You don't need to look at your books, but I've got my book here as well, just in case anyone wants to talk to me about it. So I've been given a list of numbers in 4a. Well, there they are. So what I do, Harrison, Akshan, and Dr. That was the door. Hold it, I need to get that door. Maybe I can pause this vid, maybe. Don't know if I can. Sorry guys, I'm back. Hope you didn't run away. So yeah, so here's your list of numbers in question 4a. You don't need to arrange it in order because we're not going to find the median, which is the most common number. So the most common number is 7. There you go. There. So you write down Akshan, Dr. Harrison, you write down mode equals 7. Now, please don't write down range equals 7. Please write down range equals 9 minus 2. Biggest take away smallest. That's called showing you're working. Now I know it's basic, I know you can do it in your head, but it's good practice to show you're working. So Harrison, Akshan, and Dr. especially, could you please note how I've set it out? I wrote the question, I wrote down mode equals 7, then I wrote down range equals 9 take away 2, then I wrote down equals 7, because 9 minus 2 equals 7. And so the task is, which I've uploaded to show my homework, is exercise 1, page 255, which is where we are. And we're not going to do a lot of it. I'll consider question 4 to be starter question, so question 4 is a must. Question 9, I like it because it's negative numbers. You can have a range and a mode, a list of negative numbers. And question 11 is a problem-solving, scratch-your-head type of task. Yeah, so I'll let you think about that, but do it anyway. It's not a lot, but question 11 is worth an attempt. Certainly question 4, certainly question 9. All right, so I think that's about it, really. Let me ask you a question here. I did say the mode is, and I'll just read it to you again, the most common number or most common item. So imagine then you've got a toy box for your little kid sister or a little kid brother or a little kid anyone. And in that toy box there were pieces of Lego, there were several little toy cars, there were maybe some pencils and other toys. And you had a little pile of Lego pieces, a little pile of toy cars and a little pile of pencils. Can you, from that, find the most common item? That was you, Dia, wasn't it? You're wrong, because you can count how many in each little pile. Is it obvious to everyone else that actually I can count them and I can say I mostly have Lego pieces or I mostly have toy cars in my toy box? Do you understand that? Okay, so Harrison understands it. Okay, so just think logically. I'm not saying don't count the pile. You have to find out which is your most common toy. All right. Now here's the question. DR, don't answer this. Can you work out the range? I've got 25 pencils. I've got 25 pencils and I've got 4 toy cars. Can you work out the range? The answer is you cannot. The answer is you can't do that. The reason being is because toy cars and pencils are 2 different things. You're not working out a range of the same thing. You can't work out range from actual physical items. So 25 take away 4 little cars gives me a range of 21. But 21 what? See, you can't mix it. So you can only do the range of an actual list of numbers. You can't work out the range of little chunks of little piles of items because they're different items. So if you look at question 4a on the screen, if this was ages of the little children, 8, 7, 9, 8, 7, 2, 7, then we can say the most common age is 7. Here we can say the age range is 7 because 9, the oldest, take away this little 2-year-old, gives you an age range of 7 years. But you can't do that if you've got Lego bricks versus toy cars, because the range is not from the least number of toy cars to the biggest number of toy cars. Yeah, I'm not comparing your pile of toy cars with my little toys. You've probably got more toys than me. So if I take away your toy cars, my toy cars from your toy cars, then that makes sense because we're comparing exactly the same thing, but not pencils and cars, pencils and Lego bricks, for example. Is that okay?